Okay, I think we'd like to start. Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's webinar titled Bringing Biology to Life with Videos. Today, we're going to explore why certain topics in biology are challenging to teach and how JoVE can help you overcome these barriers. I'm Bhavya Mehta. I'm a science outreach specialist at JoVE, and I'm excited to guide you through this session. We are also joined by Shruti Prem. She is my colleague, and she's a science outreach specialist. She's going to be monitoring the Q&A and chat box that we have here at the bottom of your screen. They are here to make the session more engaging, which I'm hoping that you have a lot of questions and comments to make during the sessions. Please feel free to use these. Also, we've enabled the closed captioning feature, which will allow you to generate automated captions for this webinar in your preferred language. So please feel free to use them if you need them. Before we start, I'd just like to very quickly, go over the agenda for today that we have. Okay. Yeah. First, we'll be briefly looking at the teaching challenges. Then we'll be looking at student struggles. Then we'll take a deep dive into the offerings that JoVE has that will be a solution to these challenges. And then we'll look at how we can integrate these solutions into a preferred LMS of your choice, followed by, of course, an open Q&A. Uh, to start, I'd just like to, take a little bit of time to ask you guys a question. So, what's the trickiest topic that you have ever had to explain to your students? I'd love if, you could drop like a couple of answers in the chat box just so we could, see if there are any topics that most of you are struggling to teach your students. Please feel free to use the chat box to drop in any answers that you might have to this. I see that we do have a couple of answers here. Emergency, yes, that is one concept. Population genetics, yes. Population genetics, gene expression, again, yes. Definitely agree there. These topics have, little semantics that make it difficult to see. I think when it comes to plant biology, probably one one area of concern majorly is probably photosynthesis. It seems like, for your students, the Calvin cycle, the light reaction, dark reaction, all of these seem to exist in different universes. So, yeah, on that note, we do have a couple of areas where faculties, like you struggle to teach your students. I'm sure students have their own set of struggles. So let's briefly touch upon them, of course. Now that we were talking about photosynthesis, I'd like to use an analogy here. Of course, you might feel like you're teaching photosynthesis to your students, but your students might feel like they're in hibernation. You might ask them a question, dealt with biology downstairs. Why does this happen? That's because, abstract multi-step processes like photosynthesis can feel disconnected from reality when you're teaching them to the students without engaging visual demonstrations to back it up. To add to this, of course, they have their own struggles, such as time constraints, where they're dealing with a crunch of time between attending lectures, completing assignments. And apart from that, static materials is a major concern where they struggle to visualize any concepts based on just images that are printed in the textbooks. Retention issues. I'm sure you must have, come across students that ace tests, but then, you ask them a concept like a week later and they immediately forget it. This is because they end up memorizing concepts just to, pass exams, but conceptual understanding is missing. And of course, language barriers. Language barriers is a concern, especially when it comes to not just students who are, whose primary language is not English, but also that biology does sound like a complicated language. I mean, throw in terms like quorum sensing, gene expression, DNA polymerase, all of this is thrown at them and they're very likely to get confused. So, how do you deal with that? I mean, how do you come up with a solution to that? You need, like the mitochondria that powers the cells. It provides energy, it powers the cells. You need something that will power your teaching. You need something that is a powerhouse for your teaching. I'm sure you have your own techniques, you have you maybe it's your passion for biology, maybe it's your ability to break down complex topics into digestible concepts, maybe it's just a strong cup of coffee before class. But I'm sure that at the end of it, all of you might agree that storytelling is what makes uh, teaching these lessons to your students much easier. It might just be hands-on activities that make mitosis more than just a set of faces, or maybe it's just powerful storytelling, or maybe now that you have access to something like this, it can be technology where you can use uh, engaging visuals to help drive these concepts deeply into a student's brain. So where does Joe fit into this equation? When you're looking for deeply engaging visuals to teach concepts to your students, that's where Joe fits in. We all agree that science isn't just about reading theories, it's about seeing, understanding, and applying them. And that is exactly where JoVE comes in. JoVE is a video-based learning platform which transforms complex scientific concepts into engaging, high-quality visual demonstrations. Our peer-reviewed videos are designed to help both educators and researchers bridge the gap between theory and practice, only to make learning more accessible, interactive, and effective. We currently have a video of 25,000 plus videos, which I'd like to add is ever expanding. We add 500 plus videos every year, and we are looking to add more and more content as we go. So how does JoVE, support teaching complex topics? Of course, to begin with, it simplifies complex theories. Students don't just read about concepts and understand them. They need to watch them, especially when it comes to subjects like biology. So, simplifying complex theories and delivering them in the form of bite-sized pieces along with visual storytelling, this makes abstract concepts more tangible, more memorable, which will in turn increase their comprehension and retention. Not to mention, you will also have the support of formative assessments that are accompanying every video, which will help you test your students' grasp of the concept in real time. Apart from that, with the mix of visuals and narration, you can pick whatever style is preferred by your student. They can choose to listen to just the narration, they can choose to look at just the video. So this way we are engaging diverse learning styles which are highly adaptable for every student. At the end of this saves your preparation time, because you don't have to look for supplementary materials, as you can just rely on JoVe's ready to use resources. And of course, the benefit of it all is that all of this content can be seamlessly integrated into a learning management system or LMS of your choice. So I'd like to briefly touch upon also the interactive quizzes that we have and how they help. These interactive quizzes that accompany every video are actively designed to engage students so that you can reinforce learning and provide real-time feedback to them. Apart from that, they keep students engaged because they have, between videos, they will be dealt with a quiz that they have to answer. So they can't just play the video in the background to complete a course. Not to mention, these help with retention as they immediately have to apply a concept after seeing a video. So when you're providing, videos to your students, of course, you'd like to present a list of videos that aligns with their courses. So imagine that you're curating your own biology playlist, but instead of cat videos, it's, just DNA replication, it's mitosis, it's CRISPR, all in one place. Of course, we'll have a look at the playlist section when we look at the website after this. And of course, the benefit of it all. I mean, teaching is hard enough as it is. So making content that helps you teach concepts to your student easily available is key to be able to uh, make life simple, not just for you but also your students. So LMS integration that we provide just makes life easier for faculty, which it will allow you to embed videos directly into your course pages, assignments, discussions. It will also help you assign pre-made quizzes which automatically sync with your LMS gradebook. The LMSs that our videos are compatible with include Canvas, Moodle, Blackboard, Brightspace, Zakai, and so many more. Best benefit of all of this is that you do not have to switch between platforms anymore. Everything happens within your LMS. and you will be able to improve accessibility to your students so that they can engage with the material at their own pace. And of course, this saves you, a lot of time having to search for resources, so you can focus more of your time on teaching. So let's have a look at the content that we have to offer on the website, and also how to seamlessly integrate it into your learning management system. So if you are familiar with JoVE, or even if you aren't, all you have to do to open the JoVE website is type in JoVE, and the first result that you will get is that's jove.com, and all you have to do is click on it. This is how our website homepage looks like. As you can see, it already mentions that we have 25 plus thousand videos of laboratory methods and science concepts. Apart from that, what you will also notice is that there are a couple of drop downs here. Uh, okay, yeah. So you can see that there is a drop down for research. So under research, you will find publication articles, which, again, they're not restricted to just, these domains. We have a very large library of published articles that are submitted by scientists in their, leading scientists in their fields of research. We are interested in education today. So as you can see, we have the education drop down. You have biology, physics, psychology, pharmacology, etc. All of these subjects that offer content for your students. Education content offered by JoVE is divided into three categories. You have JoVE Core, JoVE Science Education, as well as JoVE Lab Manual. So let's have a look at some of the offerings from JoVE Core. Once you click on JoVE Core, you'll see that there are a lot of categories here. There's biology, analytical chemistry, pharmacokinetics and pharmacodynamics, etc. Let's have a look at biology. So as you can see, we already have a couple of chapters here. Again, this is an ever-expanding library, so please expect more content to be added to this library very soon. As you'll see that there are a lot of important concepts that have been covered. You can see there's metabolism, there's photosynthesis, there's cell cycle and division. Discussing about plant biology, let's have a look at photosynthesis and some of the content that we do have to offer with respect to photosynthesis. Let's have a look at the Calvin cycle. Is the video audible, Shruti?
It's not.
Okay, I'll just change it.
Cycle starts when atmospheric carbon dioxide.
Is it audible now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, great.
Dioxide eventually fuses into the stroma of the chloroplast. Here, one carbon atom from the carbon dioxide is added or fixed to a 5-carbon acceptor sugar molecule, ribulose bisphosphate, or RUBP, in a reaction catalyzed by the enzyme ribulose 1,5-bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase, or Rubisco for short.
So when you do open a video like this, you'll also see that there are a couple of options which can help you, decide if you want to watch the video at a faster pace, if you want to watch the video at a slower pace.
Resulting 6-carbon molecule is highly unstable.
Apart from that, you can also, request an audio in another language as well as subtitles in another language, whichever is the one that is preferred to you. So now let's assume that you want to share this video with your students. So how do you embed it into your LMS? All you have to do is click on, embed video, and we to this page where all you have to do is copy embed code. Now let's go visit, one of the most commonly used LMSs. Let's go visit Canvas, for instance. So this is how my Canvas, homepage looks like. But again, Canvas looks different for different people depending on the levels of subscriptions that they have. But I'm sure all of them do have the dashboard option. So once you click on dashboard, you will have all of the courses that you have listed under your name. All you have to do is click on the course that you have. So whenever you do want to integrate a singular video, all you have to do is click on the pages option that you will see towards your left. So when you click on pages, you'll see this plus icon. You have to click on it. You just have to add a title, and then in the editor section, you'll have to choose the HTML editor option. Just paste the code. If you want, you can change the settings here. If you want the content to be available until some time, if you want it to be published at a certain time, that's entirely up to you. All you have to do is save and publish. After that, chosen your settings, and you will be able to see that this video is available on your LMS for you to be able to share with your students. As you can see, you can just go ahead and play it here.
Trophic plants, the Calvin cycle. Trophic plants, the Calvin cycle. Trophic plants, the Calvin cycle starts when atmosphere.
Similarly, if we want to do it for, let's say, Blackboard, then you go to Blackboard. So again, Blackboard might also look different for different people, but it will have a courses section. All you have to do is open one of the courses that you have. And all you have to do is go to the content section, build content, and within the build content drop down, you will see that there is a module page. So all you have to do is click on module page. Yes. So you add a title and you click on the HTML editor. You paste the source code and submit, and you're good to go. So you will be able to see that the video appears here as a module for your students to be able to access it on Blackboard. Now, going back to the part that we discussed about, creating a curated playlist of videos that you want to share with your students. So if you want to create a playlist by yourself, all you have to do is, go to a particular preferred video, choose the add to playlist option, and choose whichever playlist it is that you have created, and you'll be good to go. You just have to add it, and once it's tick marked, you'll be good. Now, if you want to view the playlist, you click on this button and we redirect you to the playlist homepage that we have. So as you can see, there are, a couple of videos that have been added to this playlist that I have created. Now, what if I want to share this particular playlist with my students? So all I have to do is click on this, download button which says import CC to LMS, and you will download the file. For integrating this into Canvas, all you have to do is go into settings. When you scroll all the way down, you'll find an option which says settings towards your left. And once you click on that towards your right, you'll see that there are a couple of options under course status. And within that, there's the option for importing course content. So when you click on this, you get the option for selecting your content type, which you will choose to be the common cartridge package. And all you have to do is just drop this file here. Now you have to choose, how much content it is that you want to import. Do you want all content or do you want to select specific content? We'll go with all content for now. And you click on import. This will take a little bit of time depending on how, big the playlist is. As you can see, it shows a queued option, but before that, okay, and then it'll turn into running. But once it is added to you, added to your LMS, all you have to do is go to modules, and it will be listed in that section under, yeah, under test. Okay. Sure, under test. As you can see that, all these three videos have been added here. Similarly, for Blackboard, all you have to do is go to content, build content, Mm, need to click on this. And under build content, all you have to do is select, oh, sorry. Um, think- oh no, sorry. For importing a playlist, all you have to do is go into course management here towards your left. You go to packages and utilities, and you say go to the import package option. Now you click on the import package button here, and all you have to do is, browse local files. So this will redirect you to, your uh, local files that you have saved on your desktop. So when you download the CC file, it will most likely be saved in your downloads from where you can pick it up. And you just have to select it and just scroll all the way down. Select, all course materials to include if you want to include everything, or otherwise, of course, you can pick if you just want to include content areas or just lists, and just submit it. Again, this will take a little bit of time depending on how long the playlist is. But once this is done, this will appear in this section here towards your left under home page, listed here. You'll be able to, of course, the bigger benefit of importing playlists is that you don't have to separately import any page text or any quizzes separately. They'll be automatically included when the video is added. This way, all your students will be able to watch, videos without interruption, as well as also be able to access all the page texts that are attached to it. So with that, I'd like to end my LMS integration demo, and I'd like to open the floor for questions. So please feel free to add in, put in any questions that you might have. I'd like to answer them. We do not have it. Thank you for the presentation. It was clear. Thank you, David. Yeah. Oh no, there is school, no more need of teacher. Absolutely not. They will, of course, you need somebody to teach these concepts. These videos are greater explained when they're supported by a faculty who is explaining these concepts to the students in detail.
Bhavya, there's also one more question. Can you see it?
Yes, I think this is one course for study in biology. Roxana, I don't think I understood your question. Could you please explain what you mean? I'm not very sure what this question means. All right. I think we do not have any questions today from the crowd. If there's any hesitation, please, feel free to, type in any questions. Okay. How can one use JoVE videos with Google Classroom? Okay. Just 1 minute. Yes. So to integrate content into, sorry, let me just share my screen and I will explain this to you. Just a minute. Okay. Yes. So when you go to our website, you will find a section which says, Faculty Resource Center. So within this Faculty Resource Center, what you will find uh, is a couple of documents. which says, integration of JoVE videos into online courses and your LMS. When you browse through this, we have a couple of documents that will help you understand how to integrate, these videos with different types of LMSs, including Google Classroom. So we do have a team of dedicated, curriculum specialists who will help integrate this content into your preferred elements with Google Classroom as well. So after this session, in fact, we'll have somebody from the team get in touch with everybody, all of you, and you can probably assign and guide you through how to integrate this into Google Classroom step by step. Okay, there is Q&A. How much is the subscription to access videos for teaching? Okay, yes. So again, we'd like a little bit more information about the area that you're from. So we'll have somebody from the sales team get in touch with you after the webinar, and they will be able to help you with the subscription fees that are required to access these videos for teaching. JoVE subscription are purchased one via your library, via your university library. So you do have somebody. So if you are working for you could probably have the librarians get in touch with our sales team. But again, we'll have somebody from the team get in touch with you after the session as well, and you can redirect your questions about subscriptions to them. How can one work for JoVE to make videos? Okay, so we do have a team dedicated insiders here. All of them hold PhDs in their subjects, and subject matter experts. They review content, across a domain where videos are created. So if you are keen on working that, I'm sure you'll find openings probably on our website or maybe LinkedIn, and you can go ahead and apply for it. Thank you, Dad. Any more questions? Okay, please, if there's any hesitation with respect to asking questions to us here, do not worry. We'll have like I said, we'll have somebody from the team get in touch with you after this session, and you can redirect your questions to them if you want somebody to personally walk you through any of this. So on that note, I think I'd like to end this session. Thank you very much for being such an engaging crowd. It's been very fun answering your questions, and I look forward to engaging with you throughout future webinars as well. It would be great to see some of these familiar faces in the next one. What about BTL learning levels? This another. Uh, I'm not sure what this question means. Do you mean with respect to content that is created by JoVE, or do you mean if the content that we offer is aligned to students who are at BTL learning levels? Or thank you, Harry. Yes, we will be sharing a recording of this session. You should be able to receive, if you've registered for the webinar, you will be receiving this recording probably tomorrow, that's Friday, or maybe the latest by Monday. Thank you, Harry. Okay. Oh, you mean students at BTL learning levels? Yes, I do think that this content is aligned for them if they, it's the content that we already have on our website is at least for the education section, it is aligned to students who are in their undergraduate as well as postgraduate courses. So it should be good to go for these students. Okay. Any more questions? Right. Uh, okay. On that note, I think we finally run out of questions. Not a problem. It was, like I said, I'm very happy that all of you had so many questions to ask, and very happy that this was an engaging session that I was able to conduct. Thank you very much for attending, and hopefully, we'll hope to see you again in the next future webinars that we conduct. Thank you very much.